Hello, this is the Vikstrand. I'm coming to you this day from Song Köl on 9,800 feet in Kyrgyzstan. The dawn is about to break, as you can see behind me. I am so cold right now, I'm about to freeze to death. My nuts almost falls off at this point. Who would imagine that in summer in bloody Kyrgyzstan? Well, dawn, it made me think of the movie From Dusk Till Dawn. So we have the Gecko Brothers. The Gecko Brothers are bank robbers who just pulled off a heist in southern USA where it's warm, not like this. Jesus Christ, it's cold. Whew. Whew. They are on the run. They have a hostage with them, but Seth, played by George Clooney, fears that his brother, played by Quentin Tarantino, actually might be jeopardizing the entire operation because they have to get to El Rey where they will be protected. So they kidnap a family. A priest, played by Harvey Keitel, his daughter, played by Juliette Lewis, and his son. And they are gonna drive to Mexico in order to escape the law and get to El Rey to survive. Whew. Now, when it comes to the plot, this is basically two movies. And the question is, do you like the first half or the second half, or both? Because you're either one of the people who likes both movies or none of the movies. Well, we of course have George Clooney in one of his absolutely first major motion picture roles, and he's awesome in this movie with his tribal tattoos, his devil-may-care attitude, and his "everybody be cool, you be cool." And the Tarantino script is or at least, Tarantino's part of the script is of course pretty awesome with interesting dialogues, and we have a ton of fun characters. I mean, we have Danny Trejo as the bartender, we have Cheek Martin as a whore salesman. Pussy, 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 that speech. Of course, Tarantino isn't the greatest of actors of all time, but I mean, he's okay. And he brings this very unhinged thing to this picture. God, I cannot speak because it's so goddamn cold. By the way, why does every operation involving criminals have one guy who is an unhinged lunatic? It's weird. Jesus Christ, look at this, man. My God. We have, of course, that scene with Salma Hayek, which launched 1 million puberties or 1 billion puberties. I'm not sure of it, but... And then we have tons and tons of fun violence and gore, and of course the music. The music we have to talk about. A lot of it is of course written by Roberto Rodriguez himself, and the choices made with the supporting music, it's fantastic. It's two halves of a movie that is a little disjointed actually. I have always liked both of them, but I always prefer the first one a little bit more. That's why when we get to the titty twister and what happened at the titty twister happens at the titty twister, sometimes I feel it could have been a bit better, but I don't know. It's a bit of a toss-up actually, but this is a fun, fast-paced movie, or well, partially fast-paced movie at least, with a pretty good screenwriting. Roberto Rodriguez, fantastic, money-saving direction, which creates this sort of, I don't know, independent feel to it, but with a, pretty big budget. I mean, From Dusk Till Dawn is not a modern masterpiece. It's not a fantastic, cinematic experience, but it is a fun, very interesting movie which takes a great lot of risks actually. And I don't know, it's if you want to have a tons of cool dialogue, if you want to have an awesome amount of awesome hot chicks, and if you want to have an awesome amount of violence, gore and blood and exploding bodies, this is a movie for you. Now, From Dusk Till Dawn is of course a fun, wild ride of a movie, and 78 is definitely what it deserves. Man, would you look at this. I had to cut this review a little bit short because it was so cold in our yurts. By the way, that's our yurt camp over there, by the way. The yurts were so cold that the batteries in the camera actually was about to go out, and I thought, man, I just have to do a review. This is not the best review I've ever done, mostly because I have a time pressure on me and because I'm cold. But I just wanted you to see how fucking amazing it looks here. I mean, oh my. Anyway, this is the Vikstrand signing out.